Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Something apparently not feeling right to Garoppolo, so he'll step back and take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 180! 11.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of the first as that leads to 4th down.
Hey, Foxtrot.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 73 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. And this is Cook with the grab. foot strip. The ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. From the 36, Garoppolo is going to fire, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory.
Here we go.
A big play there for the Niners. 46 yards.
And the 49er first down.
54. Mike, 54.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Hey, alert!
54, right there.
To throw is Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
12. Hey, Orbit. We won.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. It's Coleman here. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script play.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Check
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Saints, nothing.
Yellow lady. 5-3-6. Let's go heavy.
Throwing again on second down. Breeze has got Smith here. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. This is caught by Ginn.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. ball, and now they face a third down.
95, 56.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Breeze again. And he finds Cook. And brought down, but not before 5.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Sammy!
Breeze to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Through an opening, and there he goes. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go!
Breeze now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Slam!
Kill!
Breeze now. Looking long for Thomas. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 49 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He fights him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
21. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. 21.
Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's into the clear. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now. As this will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Garoppolo hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Garoppolo looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
11.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 36. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Though, we'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First down.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option, extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Breeze. And this one complete to Smith. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Buying time to his left. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Ready? You ready? 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. To throw, it's Breeze. Complete, Smith has it. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if it...
Emmanuel Sanders! He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. 10. 5. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Focus, defense, focus. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit.
Now Breeze. It's caught. Smith.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots in the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
On first down, Breeze. Pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Breeze escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Here's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And they will set up shop at their own 4th.
Love it ain't me the same.